Mm. Hi everyone, we are live now. My name is Alex, and today we are launching the AI feature we have been working for the last months on Product Hunt. And this stream is just a short overview of how the launch went. Just want to give quick details and thank you all, guys. Let's wait a few more minutes until the crowd come. You connect as usual. Actually, we don't have much viewers at this moment. I don't have the stats, but it's empty here in the chat. We can see analytics. I guess it's time for the no one came to my party meme, but I will wait a little more. Last time, 4 years ago, I was streaming my Product Hunt launch, and I was visited by 89 people, which is quite a lot. Analytics. Wow. Now you can see the analytics. Now I can see that I'm actually watched by 2 persons, right? Or it's me. Yeah, we have Evan here. Hi, Evan. I remember your replies and the words of support. Thank you very much. I have a story for today. Just we have a little guest here. And this is the child of John, little girl. I have a short story to tell. It's about unfair competition on Product Hunt. It's an incident that we faced today. And just a few moments, maybe someone else will come and I will start talking, okay? Maybe 3 minutes more. I didn't know that kids don't sleep this late. I have slime here to relax. Hi Sam. As was told previously to Evan, our first guest, I have a short story to tell today about that moments of unfair competition on Product Hunt. I decided to give it a few more moments, just a few minutes. Perhaps someone else will come to the stream, and then I will tell you the story, okay? Let me check the score while we are waiting. Oh wow, we are getting close to the second competitor user study. Nice. It's going quite smoothly. I was surprised by the amount of support I got from you guys this time. Let me demonstrate you this tweet, which I actually wasn't expecting to get any traction, but this tweet with just a promo link and a humble ask got so much attention, so many upvotes and likes and retweets, and this is crazy. This never happened in my maker's career before. I think this tweet alone made the whole half of the launch successful. Anyway, I think it's time for a story. We have 2 viewers here. This is Evan and Sam. I think it's quite enough for a story, right? So we were starting quite well. Everything were smooth, and until I noticed that one of our competitors, the product called Gist, is gaining too much traction too quickly. They were getting like a lot of upvotes per minute and comments as well. That I thought that's quite strange, but I didn't pay a lot of attention to that, and I focused on our launch. You know, I kept asking my friends to support me, and then at some point, a few hours later, when the rank on Product Hunt was unveiled, you know, the first 4 hours, the rank is shuffled. You can vote, but you can't see who's the first. It's shuffled every time you refresh the page. But after 4 hours, the rank forms, and after 4 hours, I noticed that Unicorn platform is quite far from the product Gist, and I started doing a research of that. And let's do a quick research together. It pissed me off actually at some point. Let's have a quick look. I think you can see my screen right now, and this product, as you can see, it got a lot of upvotes. So I started to do a research. First, I checked the comments because it's important to see who are talking about this, and I noticed a lot of comments which are quite generated, yeah, and a lot of also accounts which are fresh and which have something in common. If you look at this long enough, you'll see the pattern. Anyway, I thought, okay, that's fine. People have noticed their work, the Gist. I think it's okay. It's okay to lose, and well, I'm okay with losing. But I was still wondering what's so special in this product, the Gist, and I decided to visit their page and check out the product. And for my surprise, there was no product live, and these guys are launching a waitlist today. Okay, I thought to myself, waitlist, that's fine. That's not against the Product Hunt rules. That's okay. You can launch a list, a waitlist, but how can you win the race without a product, with just a waitlist? How can it be possible? There is one solution for that. You can be a huge company with huge follow base, with a lot of fans, and those fans can upvote your product even if you don't have it available publicly, even if you have only just a waitlist. So I decided to make a research on their community. What I found is they don't have a Twitter, no social accounts. The company is very new. It was founded in the November 2022. We have only a few articles on their blog post, and they have all they have is this bot press mentions, You can see here June 21, 21, 21. All these 6 press mentions were published on the same day, which is strange, which is obviously bought press releases, which means these articles are read by no one. No human read these articles, even though they're real, they are published. But who will read this? Who cares? So that made me thinking that okay, these guys are new. They don't have just a second. They are new. They don't have a big community. They don't have a community at all. They don't have social networks. How do they communicate, lol? They have only a few links, like 10 links in big media, but those just press releases. And they're gaining a huge traction. The velocity was tremendous. It was not possible for us to chase them. So I spoke to someone who works at Product Hunt, and that person, I don't want to disclose their name because they privately told me that they agree with me being suspicious and they don't want this product to be on Product Hunt as well, but they can do anything. I don't want to tell the name of a person who works in Product Hunt, but I was told this, and this actually pissed me off because that's unfair. You pay a lot of money to get in this stupid mass media which no one reads. That's okay, that's your choice. Do that, okay, fine. But spending a lot of money for outranking fair players on Product Hunt, that's not good. That, first of all, it damages the reputation of Product Hunt, right? Second, it damages the reputation of the whole startup game, of the whole industry. Who wants to make a startup, then you can't compete fairly. No one wants to play a game which you can't win, even possibly in theory, right? So that pissed me off. And I found the contact of the new CEO of Product Hunt, Ashley Higgins. And I wrote to her, and I'm still waiting for the response. I think she is just too busy. And this is a story behind our today launch. I just wanted to share it with you because I have emotions overloaded my head, but that just doesn't make sense. What's important is you guys. We have a real community of real users which truly loves what we do, and that inspires us a lot. It drives us forward. If there were 5 guests on Product Hunt with millions of dollars, that wouldn't matter because we can, with you guys, with your support, even if you don't use Unicorn platform, but you're here watching this, and that matters. With your support, we can continue doing what we do. I can tell guys who work with me right now that there are real people who use Unicorn platform, and this inspires the developers as well, not just me. I try to, transmit all your words of support to the team and share my motivation with them, give them emotions too, so we don't feel like mechanical creatures at work, that they do repetitive tasks day by day, that they feel some feedback from you too. And we can play the game. We can't win, obviously, yeah, because this is how the world works. You can't win if you don't have a lot of money. That sucks, but this is how it is. Even though we can play the game, and at this very moment as I'm speaking, we are positioned at the, let me have a look quickly. I guess it's number 3 still. Yeah, it's number 3, but the velocity increased. And I assume we can beat user study today. It's possible. I also have a small dream that the CEO of Product Hunt will notice my message and reply to me, and we will delist the gist. Yeah, we need to. I need to make a hashtag delist the gist lol, and we can theoretically, yeah, in my dreams, lol, we can win. It's possible, but if we will stay at number 3, it's still fine. It's still okay. Also, during this stream, I promised that I will share the new tips and tricks and hints and techniques of launching on Product Hunt that I invented during the preparations to the current launch. I must admit, those are needed to be structured down. I want to write it down and create a neat post and then share it to you. I don't want to just speak because my language isn't native and I can't describe it freely. Okay, so after the launch I will have some sleep and then create a cool post and share with you. This is the story and this is the situation. Let me have a look at the chat. I'm sorry, I'm not a professional streamer. I never streamed in my life. Just once, 4 years ago, I streamed Product Hunt launch, and so my attention wasn't get used to both speaking, and reading the chat. So let me spend a few moments reading your comments. Yes, Evan. You know, one thing stops me from making a buzz is that it can possibly damage Product Hunt, you know? And I believe they are somewhat aware of what's happening. But we don't want all the VC-baked startups to ignore Product Hunt, right? Because VC-baked startups have what? They have money, right? And if Product Hunt will ban them and don't allow to play their VC games, their shady stuff, they will not bring their money for promoted placements, for sponsorships on Product Hunt. And you know, I don't want to be an enemy of my friend because I love Product Hunt, right? I don't want to kill it or damage it. And I also believe, even though it's unfair, but this is how the world works, kind of, right? But perhaps you're right, I just need to shut this out because that's not good. I need to think about this a little bit. I just don't want to damage Product Hunt. I love it so badly. I have a Product Hunt flag. How cool is that? Oh, you're right. It can make them better, actually. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I will create an article about this situation. That's right. I still have hope that they will delist the gist. Hashtag delist the gist. Because this already happens to my friend Sandra. Then she was launching her product Clue. She had that situation. 2 products were ahead of her, and they also bought upvotes, as far as she knows. And yeah, she was pissed off as well as me right now, and she made buzz from that. I don't know how it ended. I wasn't online that day, but I will have a research and talk to her. Maybe we will unite our forces in the fight against Product Hunt. This sounds terrible. I don't want to fight anyone, but I don't like this idea that people who have millions of dollars can burn them and just unfairly outplay anyone. It's like cheats. Like, yeah, you don't like cheaters in games. This is cringe. This is what the topic I'm speaking about right now. This money wins all is something we are actively discussing these days with John. I'm visiting his place, his beautiful house. Sorry, not so beautiful for stream, but for living. And we were talking about this a lot. We both don't like this situation when the winner gets all, right? That makes competition unbelievably hard, nearly impossible. And this actually affects all the indie makers, all the solopreneurs, solo founders, bootstrappers. We are all in a losing situation. We can't win by default. We can't win the game because the game is designed this way that small always lose, big always win and become bigger, right? And we were thinking about how to change this situation. And John has this concept, his big idea, which he is trying to form into a product. He has this simple analogy with the soccer game, right? Now, consider soccer. They have a lot of divisions. They have top league, where famous players like Ronaldinho, Messi plays. Everybody watches them. They get a lot of money, millions of them. And those are special, the chosen one, the top league. But besides this top league, in soccer there are dozens of smaller league. And you can play and compete within your league. First league, second, third, and so on, dozens of them. You don't have to be in the top. You don't have to compete Messi. You don't have to compete Ronaldinho to win. You can compete similar players of similar skill like you, right? And everybody in this system, everybody in soccer wins because you play with players like you can win. It's possible. Of course, sometimes you lose, but you have this chance to win. You just need to work hard. Same for other divisions. But in the real world, in world of startups, there are big players which take all media, all influencers. Now they take Product Hunt. And how can you win? The only way indie makers survive is by supporting each other. But this comes to a ridiculous point when indie makers just purchase tools of other indie makers, and that's kind of pyramid. But I believe this is the reason why indie makers are not thriving, because we are playing the game which is impossible to win. Yeah, music labels is the same. The winner takes all, right? The big labels, the most popular bands, they take all the attention. When indie, small bands, they have a daily job, a real job as they call that, and they play music at weekends, at nights, because they can't make money. Spotify was supposed to bring democracy in the music industry, but it did just the opposite. I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, this is an idea. Let me send you the link to a Twitter discussion that we had recently. It's just about what you're talking about, Evan. It's about having media reply to having bootstrappers being covered by media. Wait a second. It was quite a popular tweet. Peter Levels retweeted it. Oh, that's too far. How can I navigate my own Twitter feed? Ah, I found it. Let me send you the link to the discussion. Yeah, if you're interested in this topic, big media and indie makers, you should read this Twitter thread. It will be interesting. So yeah, SoundCloud. No one cares SoundCloud, and that's the truth. All right. I didn't want this stream to be much big. I think just a few minutes is fine. I just wanted to scream from the bottom of my heart about this unfair situation. Don't want to take more of your time. Thank you for being here, for supporting our launch, for using our product, for your votes, likes, for support. I try to support everybody. Sometimes I just don't notice or miss some message, but in 99% I reply to everyone and support a vote, at least by a like too, because I believe if we stand together, we can't win, sorry, but we can take the third place like we did today, which is fine, which is okay, which is good. So let's stay united, makers. Thank you, Evan. I guess you're one of only viewers today. It was nice to talk to you. Thank you, Evan, and everybody who were